What are some effective ways to address dark circles and puffiness under the eyes? Could it be something as simple as a lifestyle tweak, or is there a deeper underlying health issue at play? What quick fixes can really make a difference? In this episode, we dive into the many causes of dark circles, from underlying health conditions like inflammation and thyroid dysfunction to lifestyle factors such as sleep and diet. I'll share some of my top tips for reducing puffiness, from elevating your head at night to incorporating key ingredients in your eye creams. Plus, I'm going to give you a simple test to determine if your dark circles are due to thinning skin or pigmentation issues. Ooh, that's a good one. So tune into this episode for all these tips, insights, and more. Do you want less wrinkles and fewer dark spots? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling clear, blemish-free skin and how to tighten my jowls? Do you wake up feeling unmotivated to do your skincare routine, overwhelmed with skincare costs, and frustrated that once you finally figured out your skincare needs, your skin changes and are left with starting over again? Hey, I'm Lindsey. I too was busy and unmotivated to do my skincare. I too felt self-conscious with my skin and wished I knew how to get my best skin yet. I wanted confidence and hydrated, tight, blemish-free skin, but I kept telling myself I didn't have the time, know-how, or resources to make it happen, until I became an esthetician and created a simple skincare routine for clear, youthful skin. In this podcast, you will find quick, simple, and easy skincare solutions so that you will be loving the skin that you are in and motivated to keep up your skin routine. Grab your favorite skincare products, hit play on the podcast, and get ready for your glow up. Did you know that I have a free skincare membership filled with women just like you, busy entrepreneurs who are working hard to master their skincare routine through mastering simple steps? I share weekly skincare tutorials and product reviews every Monday, as well as offer exclusive podcast episode content, product discount codes, and so much more. So please come join us at lapreebeauty.com. That's LAPREE beauty.com, or download our app. It's Lapree Beauty, and it's either in the Apple, iOS, or Google Play Store. Download today. Okay, so I have to tell you the funniest story, and hopefully that you can relate. We are going to go into talking about dark circles and puffiness, but I had to share this real quick. So I had lunch with my girlfriends recently, and we, of course, talk about skincare and beauty a lot, actually, during our lunches. It's just so much fun to talk about that with your girlfriends. Don't you agree? And one of my girlfriends, she was talking about, she said it kind of quietly, I think, but I just wanted to ask if you guys, we were talking about hair removal, because I got a hair removal question. And the question was, does hair, grow back after you shave? And my answer is, does it grow back like darker and harsher and more? Do you get more like thick stubble? And my answer is no, it's not going to do that. So feel free to shave. I love to dermaplane at home, and it's actually great. But we also got on the topic of, do you tweeze your hairs in the car? And I'm like, yes, I totally do. I have tweezers with me. And they were both like, oh my gosh, so do we. We're so excited that there's other women that do that. I was like, oh yeah, I have tweezers like everywhere. Of course, in my bathroom. But let me tell you, there's something about that light in the car. It's like the best light ever. It shows everything in the car, right? That good daylight and the mirror. You can just get so close in that car mirror. So I always have my tweezers. And so, yeah, we're going to town on the chin hair. If I have a lip hair, I said it. That's right. If it didn't get dermaplaned off, we're going to get that sucker, right? So I wanted to share that. If you are doing that, you are not alone. We all do it. Go for it. Get those tweezers out and take care of what you got to take care of. Okay, so today we are going to talk about, I got a question from one of our members in the Lapree Beauty membership, and you should join, by the way. It's free, y'all. Just go head on in. What are effective ways to address dark circles and puffiness under the eyes? I'm so excited to talk to you about this today. And I want to say, along with the tweezers, getting those hairs every day, not every day, good Lord, but a lot, you are not alone with that. And you're not alone with this either. I have always had clients who have been challenged with dark circles under the eyes and puffiness, and the dark circles are the worst. So I know how annoying that is. They can be tricky. Dark circles are tricky. I'm not going to lie, because it can be a variety of things. It can be underlying health issues. It can be lifestyle factors. It could be circulation, thin skin, cosmetic issues, age, genetics. So I want to break it down a little bit, dissect a little bit, and maybe we can isolate those issues for you, and then we can figure out where it's coming from. First, okay, look for causes inside your body first, and any underlying health conditions. This can be a variety of things. So I just want to unpack this. For the person that asked about the combination of puffiness and dark circles, also wanted that person to look at their inflammation along with the other underlying conditions, because she's having both the dark circles and the puffiness. So for puffiness, something to note, and this is just a little tip here, but raise your head with your pillow at night, as it is going to help prevent that puffiness caused by the fluid that's pooling, can't even say that, P-O-O-L-I-N-G, pooling in your lower eyelids. I would definitely focus on your gut there and reducing that inflammation. You may have food sensitivities, and histamines play a big role in that. And also, so work on that and watch your adrenals. I encourage you to listen to episode 165 on my podcast, where I interviewed Dr. William Davis of Wheat Valley. Gosh, that's such a good episode. He recommends, okay, don't get mad at me for saying this. Don't get mad at the messenger, but he recommends removing grains. I know, I'm sorry. Processed sugar and that darn gluten. I know, like all the three deliciousness that we just absolutely love. Just, pass the donuts, give them to me, but I can't have it. I did do this, and it has been a game changer. It's not fun, but once you do it, you just kind of get used to it. But I cannot even tell you, I did it, and I'm not even kidding. Day 4, it changed my body. My inflammation went down so flippin' quick. I was having like major joint pain, major just physical pain. I've mentioned this, and it probably sounds like repeat. I've mentioned this before, but I just feel like so much better, have so much more energy, and it really helps your skin. So just try that. Also watch your EMFs. Make sure that at night you're sleeping with your phone in airplane mode. Make sure your apps are off in the background. I just think that really impacts your sleep. Of course, it's going to contribute to dark circles if you're not having sleep. And I do have a video inside of Lepree that's called Depuff Your Eyes with these tips. So those are more for the cosmetic applications to just help you out in the morning. So check that out. In addition to what I just talked about, make sure that you're getting enough iron and B12, vitamin B12. So low levels of B12 might increase skin pigmentation. That can also contribute to those dark circles, and the same with iron deficiency. This is very interesting. If you know of an esthetician that has a Woods lamp, she can do a Woods lamp examination. That can actually determine if your dark circles are caused by a fungal or bacterial infection, or if they are a skin disorder, or even if you have a corneal abrasion. So basically what a Woods lamp is a black light, or it's like a UV light test. An esthetician can definitely do this for you if they're skilled in this. And of course, a dermatologist as well. That's just another thing. Now, listen, I'm going through the whole kit and caboodle here. So we're just going through everything, because it's not, like I said, it's just not like an easy fix. Like, oh, I wish it was, but it's not. So I'm just telling you everything. Other health issues could be a thyroid issue. You could have a thyroid dysfunction or sinus dysfunction. Those can cause inflammation that lead to that eye puffiness. So you may notice that sometimes when you have, like during your cycle, that your dark circles are more prominent. That is called, I don't know if you've heard this before, it's like called period phase. Have you heard of that? That's because, and we're like puffy too, so we're just a mess. It's usually because we lack iron when we're menstruating. It makes the veins around the eyes more noticeable. I'm telling you something. When I'm on my cycle, I cannot tell you how much I crave having a hamburger. Oh my gosh. I don't know what your meal is that you crave, but I know my cycle's coming. I'm like, I want a hamburger so bad. So I know my body wants that iron big time. And I just think that's kind of cool that my body does that. So pay attention. So if you're really wanting that Sorry, vegetarians, but if you're really craving that meat, but you can get vitamin, you can get your iron from other things too. Your body's telling you that. It's just kind of cool how our body talks to us, right? Other health factors that can contribute to dark circles include allergic reactions, poor circulation, and diseases that affect the liver or kidney. So, yeah, like I mentioned before, we're going down the whole list, but those are also some items too. Lifestyle factors, let's talk about that. Some lifestyle factors can include lack of sleep, allergies, and even dehydration. And if you have eczema and melasma, those can also contribute to dark circles. So make note of that as well. Now, let's talk about cosmetic factors. Some cosmetic factors, they include reduced levels of fatty tissues around the eyes. So that generally happens as we age. So it's like the thinning skin under the eyes, overexposure to sunlight, and loss of collagen and elasticity also. Let's do a pinch test. A pinch test. Can't even say that either. A pinch test to determine a little bit. Okay. So I want you to, let's determine some of these factors. So pinch the skin under your eyes. Okay. Not too hard though. And then let it go. Now, if the darkness fades and slowly returns, it could be due to thin skin. Now, if the skin stays brown, it could be a pigment problem. And if the skin doesn't snap back, that could mean you've lost collagen and elastin due to age or genetics. Wah, wah. Oh my gosh, it just gets worse, right? So I wanted you to be able to do a quick pinch test just to kind of know what you're going in for. Now, you see how I'm kind of like all over the place? I'm like, oh my gosh, it can be underlying health issues, lifestyle factors, or cosmetic factors. I know. I'm so sorry. I know you want a super quick fix, and I'm here to tell you the quick fix is number 1, use a concealer. Number 2, put something cold on your under eye area. So the goal is to shrink those blood vessels. So feel free to use that cold teaspoon trick that everybody knows about, or I personally like chilled eye patches and cold rollers. They're just, I feel like more updated, more modern, and easier to get in. They're just more fun, right? For under eye ingredients, your Bestie eye cream is going to have that vitamin K in it. Don't forget, it's really good to also eat our vitamin K so we can help our bodies internally battle those dark circles. So let's go back to that middle school nutrition that we eat those leafy greens, turnip greens, spinach, broccoli, lettuce, kale, blueberries, cauliflower, tomatoes, pomegranate, carrot juice, and my favorite again is organ meat. That is going to get both your iron. It's going to give you everything. It's going to give you your iron, your B12, and vitamin K. So it's like a win-win. So make sure to get that in, and that will really help also. For ingredients and eye creams that if you are wanting still that quick fix just to kind of get you through where you're at while you're looking for that root problem, or you may not have a root problem. It may just be the thinning of the skin. Like we talked about, it may just be one of those cosmetic issues. So it's like you got to figure out which it is. Anyway, for ingredients and eye creams, you're going to want to look for retinol because that promotes fast skin turnover and collagen production. And don't forget about that vitamin K. Vitamin C to brighten and perk under eye circles. And we've all heard about caffeine. What the caffeine does, it minimizes the blood vessels that cause under eye darkness. So again, if you're like needing a quick fix while you're figuring out the root of those dark circles, you're going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and link some products that I've looked at in the show notes to kind of get you going. And maybe you can find somebody with a woods lamp in your area if you need to look further, or a functional esthetician or functional doctor that's really going to get to the root of it. Because I've just found personal experience. I go to a general doctor, and I'm not knocking all the GMs, so don't get mad. But usually they're just like, I don't know, here's a pill. And that's not the goal. I do not want you to go to the doctor just to get a pill. Let's figure this out if you need to get to the root of the problem. Okay. Anyway, I hope this has helped you and you now feel a little bit better to isolate one of these issues to help with those dark circles and puffiness so we can look just amazing and bright-eyed all the time, right? Make sure to tune in next week for some other skincare routine topics. I just have like this whole list that I put together, and I just cannot wait to share with you some more. I'm just so excited and passionate about skincare. And I just want to say thank you for listening. I just love talking to you and sharing, and wherever you are right now, whether you're in driving, folding clothes, making meals, those are the things I usually do when I listen to a podcast. I'm either like driving in my car, I'm cooking, or I'm folding laundry, or I'm working out. It's one of those things. Those are like the best, or on a walk. So if you're doing one of those things, thanks for tuning into this podcast. I hope you have just a sparkly day. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm going to have a sparkly day because my child is sick and I'm able to record this podcast. So I'm going to give myself some positive affirmations. All right. I will see you next week. Until next time. Okay, my skin friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may want to change their skin without all of the overwhelming confusion? And before you go, I would love to send you my free 48-hour skin makeover as a gift. All you have to do is leave your review on the podcast because it really supports the growth of the show. This is my 48-hour skincare makeover guide where I will show you all of my best tips to transform your skin quickly. Perfect for when you need to look amazing in a short amount of time. All you have to do is leave your review on the podcast, take a screenshot, and then head over to lindseyholder.com/review to upload it. And then you will get instant access to the 48-hour skincare makeover guide. Again, head to lindseyholder.com/review to upload your screenshot and get access. I am so grateful for all of your support and cannot wait to hear how the podcast has supported you. Now, time to grab your favorite skincare mask and have some TLC time for yourself. I'll meet you back here on Tuesday for another episode. Until next time.